Good morning, Jeffrey Paul, with an inspiration again for you for another day to live your life in control. And I don't mean control like you control every circumstance or every situation. My question to us today, all of us, is who masters you? Is the spirit within you that is based on love, peace, and joy, kindness, gentleness, self control? Is that in your own free will the choice that you have made to be mastered by? Or is the human nature more mastering you, where sometimes anger and frustration and depression and all those other elements of the human nature and the human mind mastering over you? We all have that question probably daily, because it sometimes feels like, for a lot of us that are trying to be led by the Spirit and be, mastered by the Spirit, the reality is so often we choose the wrong master. And there's a scripture in Matthew chapter 6, verse 24. It says you can't serve two. You can't serve two. And you've been there. And the reality ties me back to a story, just a kid's type of story, that an Indian chief, grandfather of his little Indian cub, I don't know what you call a little Indian, but the reality is that he took him out to teach him some wisdom. And he said that there are two wolves on both sides of you. One in this ear, the white wolf, that is speaking life and love and passion and kindness and gentleness to mankind, to all people. And there's a black wolf, and that wolf is angry, and it's wanting you to tear others apart. It wants you to be harsh and to be mean. And they're fighting, the chief says, for you, for your heart. The little Indian says, "Grandpa, which one wins?" And the wise chief says, "The one you feed by listening to it." Proverbs chapter 4 says, "Guard your heart, for it is the wellspring of life." Guard your heart. Choose the Spirit. Why did I say this to you today, and how does this apply to a day-to-day inspiration that is applied to your life? You and I need to choose love over every circumstance. We need to choose to turn the other cheek sometimes, to just let it go. We need to choose relationships over ego or pride or whatever it might be. We need to choose over and over. It was like my exercise earlier this week that I shared with you, that needs persistence and consistency and to continue persevering. We need to continue to make the choice. So my challenge for you and I today, let's choose life, love, compassion, kindness, gentleness, goodness, self-control, and any other great and wonderful spirit-led or mastered, a word that we don't generally use in today's terminology, but led in what we do, in what we say, in how we think. One little, wolf on the one side saying, just forgive that person. And the other one saying, he deserves this, he deserves that, he's rotten. Could be even the facts. Who do we choose to listen to? Who do we choose? My wife Zena is so good with her little expression. That's where I got this from, by the way. Zena, you're the one who gave me this, obviously. I give you credit. But she says sometimes there's just so much chatter, so many thoughts that go on, and we have those every single day. But we still have the control, the power, the divine power to guard our hearts and choose what and who we listen to. So today, here is your challenge. The challenge is to choose love over everything. For it says that after everything is said and done, after all the powers, all the circumstances, all the situations, the greatest of all these things are love. Do you realize that if we begin together to just choose love over every other anger, frustration, feelings of depression, pick love, choose love, Really, to think that way will change your world inside, your heart that you're guarding with love instead of anger and frustration. And what will come of it will be the incredible blossom of love to others. Because if you're feeling loved inside, you're going to love others. It's going to be easier, even the ones that aren't so nice to love. But if you're feeling those other feelings within your heart, that other wolf, then you express those, you act those out, you live those out. So your challenge today, our challenge today, is to choose life, to choose love, to really, in every circumstance, every thought, every word, every feeling, before they are taken control of us, choose to be mastered, to be controlled, and to live love above everything else, the Spirit. That's what the Spirit is all about. So I hope that this challenges you strongly today. I hope it illuminates us all today to remember it's so important that we have free will to choose to love, to be angry, to be kind, to be harsh, to speak a word of life, to speak a curse. All these choices, make the choice now before you leave your room. Make the choice now before you leave this inspiration. Make the choice now. I choose life in everything I think, everything I say, everything I do, and I guard my heart with that choice. And I will be mastered by nothing but love. Well, this is a big challenge, but you can do it because the God inside of you is so powerful, and He's all about love. Have a wonderful day. I look forward to your comments because this, I think, will spin into a pretty powerful impact in your life, within you, and the life around you that you make changes and transform because of you. I'm Jeffrey Paul, and remember, beauty and change begins within. Let's go change the world together with love. Have a beautiful day. I can't wait to see you tomorrow.